Telstra needs a service like Highlight because our customers expect a differentiated service. What they want is real-time information, and what our customers need is the ability to look at their networks and make sure they're performing as they should be. What Telstra wants to do is to make sure that our customers get information that they can use and make decisions, business decisions on their networks in real time. Very important from that point of view. Additionally, from our point of view, our service managers get access to a tool that they've never had before with significant amount of information, but at the same time it gives them the information they need that they can present to a customer that says there and then that's exactly the detail, or not as the case may be. More importantly, from a service management point of view, with our previous tools, the service managers would spend a huge amount of time trying to dig the data out. In some cases, days, actually providing that information before they go to a customer. I want my service managers in front of my customers, not sat behind a desk digging out information. Highlight gives us that capability real time. It's perfect from that point of view. More importantly, as I've said before, our customers actually log on to it in real time. They use it, and I need my customers to be self-sufficient. I need them to make real-time business decisions on the information that we give them. The other reason for using Highlight, and a very important reason for using Highlight, is that when we set up a customer network on a global basis, our customers like to see that what we've delivered them is exactly what it is we've delivered them. And Highlight gives us that capability. We will regularly put Highlight onto one of our customers' networks, a global network, so that they can look at it and see, that's exactly what I want, it's doing exactly what I want. Good example of where it's worked in the past is where we've built a network for a large organisation who at one point were moving significant files during the day. Highlight demonstrated to them straight away that the protocols that they were using from a technical point of view were congesting their network, and they didn't need to do that. What they could have done very, very quickly is make a business decision and say, we'll move that to a different time of day. And Highlight allowed them to do that. We didn't have tools that did that in real time, and giving access to Highlight to our customer base is good news. It adds value and it differentiates on service. It's very important to us that we do differentiate on service. Telstra used Highlight a number of different ways. Initially, when we took Highlight on, we used it simply just as a network reporting tool. It's taken a different turn since then, so we use it in many, many different ways. Our service managers use it for monthly reporting and providing tools to our customers that allow them to make business decisions. What Highlight gives our NOC is the capability to look at protocols. We've never had that capability before without using very expensive tools and very in-depth and complex tools. Highlight brings it straight to the fore, so what it allows us to do is very quickly bring up a screen that says these are the protocols that we're using. It could be, for example, that our customers are using some web browsing, or they may well be using video. But if there's a problem with the network, we can see straight away what protocols are causing those problems, whether that be something simple as jitter or latency issues. It's a fantastic tool for very quickly deep diving. When we deploy large global networks, one of the things we do is put Highlight onto it. We don't necessarily always put it onto a customer platform, but when we do put it on, we put it on right at the beginning of the network installation. This allows us and the customer to look at the network and see how it's performing in the first 3 months of its life. Very important when you're looking at global networks with various protocols and various systems and assets that are running across that network to make sure the network is performing optimally. Our engineers use the tool to make sure that things like voice, jitter and capability where customers are making calls across the network happens in real time, and then we can make changes through the very early stages of deployment of that network. We have examples where customers have built networks on a global basis, thought they understood what was going across the network. By deploying Highlight, they suddenly see that there's a raft of other information going on. It could be something as simple as file sharing or some service where they weren't expecting it, or their IT department were expecting that to happen. Highlight has very quickly demonstrated within the first few, certainly the first few weeks of deployment, that there are other things happening with customers' networks that even then, the information that our customers get from Highlight is in such a fashion that they can make very simple management decisions. There's not rafts and rafts of data. More importantly, if they need that data, they can drill down into it. We know it works because our customers are using it on a regular basis, logging in sometimes hourly, sometimes daily, to get the information they need to make sure that their network is performing as it is. Other benefits come with the service management. My service management team need to be proactive. They also need to be in front of the customer. And using Highlight and the capability that it gives us allows my service managers not to spend hours and hours at the desk taking notes and making pieces of information and pulling it out of the current systems, but to simply take snapshots from Highlight and put it into their reporting. They can then sit down with the customer and make informed business decisions about the way the SLAs are being hit and the network is performing. From an engineering point of view, Highlight gives us a significant amount of benefit in the way it reports. First of all, it's instantaneous. Secondly, it gives us the capability to drill down into detail and look at the information and make sure that from a protocol point of view our networks are performing. From a sales point of view, it gives another an angle for us, and clearly this is a pitch that Telstra wants to put in, is that being proactive with our customers means that we can take information to the customers which allows the salespeople to go around and say, your network needs to expand in a certain area. From real terms, as a sales tool, as an engineering tool and a service management tool, it allows us and our customers to be incredibly proactive. Telstra would recommend Highlight netEvidence simply because we work together. netEvidence have come into our business and worked with us and allowed us to develop their capability to make it look, feel and work as if it was a Telstra capability, and that's really important. Their flexibility, their ability to engineer solutions that work for our customers and our customers alone, really important. And it's a relationship. Telstra works with its customers on a one-to-one basis. We work with netEvidence on this very similar basis. It's a very intimate relationship and it works very well for both companies.